Tell me a lullaby if you cannot sing. Tell me a story if you don't know a lullaby. By Ali Robalino. Liquid inch by liquid inch, the night's tentacles caress the bedroom window. Tell me a lullaby if you cannot sing. Tell me a story if you don't know a lullaby. I would like to dream tonight. Do you see the beautiful dream catchers on my wall, decorated in red leather and feathers? Remind me how you made it. Remind me of the time you went down by the black shores decorated with flushed skies. You went down in your cloak made by Mother. It was your favorite cloak, decorated with pattern angles and brown patches. I'm sure it was a blustery day, with the sand nipping your naked legs, and the breeze drumming against your ears. The sand dispelled its bitter temperature, and slowly replaced the chill with summer. You wore wooden sandals to keep your feet from burning. Jupiter was watching high above, invisible. Don't you remember? You shambled down the banks of sand. You didn't tell me what you were thinking, but I knew it was something grotesque. It was one of those thoughts you hated to think, but you thought it anyway, just so it wouldn't tap on the back of your skull later. Stubble scarred your face with thin black maggots. Your forehead reflected dull grease. Each foot sunk lower and lower into the sand until your toes were washed in infinite grains. Buzzing with big black flies, the corpse of a vulture wilted, its stomach spread out, crowned with sand and sea salt. You did not flinch, you did not sob, but instead you approached out of sick curiosity, pressing your lips into a thin line. You crouched down and picked up the corpse. You took the lifeless figure and walked it home to your workshop, past the groves, past the house where an apple pie always sits to cool. Your workshop may be small with shattered windows that look like jagged teeth hanging on the edges, but it's where you like to think. You pushed your fist into the vulture and grasped a slippery rib, and with a swift crack you snapped it off. You snapped all the ribs off. You plucked every blood-licked feather and laid the coagulated guts out to dry them into tight leather strings. For 7 days and 7 sleepless nights you did not step out of your shop, and after 7 days and 7 sleepless nights you emerged with dark stains and bits of vulture flesh sticking to you. I was pleased to see you took off the cloak Mother made only for you, instead of letting it become soiled. I awoke with the sun licking my eyelids. I pulled myself from my sheets. The warmth lifted itself off my covers. I thumped downstairs in a yellow dress and wool slippers. You stood in front of me, dirty, sleepy, pleased. You cradled the most beautiful dream catcher in your arms. Bones still holding tiny bits of flesh formed the outside rim. The guts were pulled tight into a woven web. And the feathers. Oh, the feathers were glued all around like a black lion's mane. I placed it on the wall of my nursery, and you tried to utter, "Happy birthday." The dream catcher still hangs on my wall, catching nightmares like flies, but letting the good dreams pass to play in my head. Tonight I shall dream a dream, shallow like a puddle. I will wake up tomorrow, unable to remember anything but an image or a note of music. Oh, please, my dear brother, tell me a lullaby if you cannot sing. Tell me a story if you don't know a lullaby.